Live from the Texas Cheerlicker Studios. It's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Oh, yeah. Looky there. We're back again. Sup?
What's up?
Wouldn't it be the most badass thing to be Snoop Dogg?
The most famous rapper ever? Absolutely.
That dude just gets paid to go around to famous things and just be himself.
That's it. He doesn't have to put on a show. He don't have to wear no certain clothes. He don't have to talk a certain way.
Nope.
They know he's coming and he's gonna smell like weed. They know he's gonna smoke weed. They know his price.
On NBC,
ain't no haggle. Ain't no haggling about the
price. We gonna win
that bitch. I was just watching him with the Golden Globes last night. He's just like, I'm gonna try to get this announcement now, but I'm high as a motherfucker. Oops. That's my girl. Amy Poehler. She won. They had him give an award away for best podcaster of the year.
Who won?
Amy Poehler, the longtime SNL blonde.
She has a podcast?
Apparently. I've heard of it, but I've never listened to it.
Today was the first day I logged on to Netflix and boom, right at the top, Bill Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Today's episode, I'm like, damn, we're here.
Charlemagne the God's on Netflix.
We're here.
Podcasters are getting Golden Globes now.
Bro.
Dude,
I think we did the right thing. I think we made the right decision 2 years ago. But
I do too.
It's a grind.
It's a grind. You guys have the greatest sports talk radio show name of all time. Such a good. That's what it is, and it continues to be so. Hello and good evening. It is In the Building. We're a fledgling podcast, hoping to win Golden Globe Awards one of these days. If we ever got any advertising, not advertising. Yeah, advertising. If we ever got any advertising, we might be okay. I don't mean like people paying to be on. I mean us paying us. We need a billboard. You know,
something.
We need to be in the program. But until then, we continue to do what we do. We're like a little bar right now.
We keep showing up though. Keep showing up.
That's right. Content. It's 480. Today's show 480. We're 20 away from 500. It is In the Building. The Texas Cheerlicker Studios tonight are our respective homes. We emanate from South Texas, specifically San Antonio, Texas. The audio disseminator is Jose Bouquet, who I know is with us because I logged on and I'm on. I can't get on without him. How we doing, mijo? We good?
I'm cooking currently, so I'm multitasking.
What are you cooking?
Here we go.
Just cheese and ground beef, or rice and ground beef and cheese on the rice. That's it.
I'm down with that. That's better than waffles and cheese. Ground beef and rice is a bodybuilding staple, so I'm proud of you for that.
Well, it's obviously not for me, Rudy, so don't worry.
The cheese and waffle. That's what he eats for night. That's his nighttime snack before.
That's his pothead snack.
Ugh.
It's great. Great.
No.
Waffles, pancakes with cheese, all fantastic.
How on is that a Venezuelan thing?
No, I just think that's a Buki thing.
No, it's like the McDonald's McGriddle. It has pancake, sausage, egg, and cheese. Obviously, Buki don't do eggs,
but so weird, dude. I try not to eat so much cheese these days, or any dairy whatsoever. I'm that guy now.
I'm not a health freak. I just don't care for a lot of cheese.
Yeah,
I love you guys some food intolerance tests.
I freaking love cheese, and we absolutely should have a food intolerance test. I can tell you right now, dairy. I
don't know what mine is.
My butt plugs up. My belly gets all distended when I have too much dairy. Not good.
I feel like crap when I do fried now.
Good.
When I do fried food,
it's
like, I feel like
shit.
Fried chicken is a party staple of my diet.
That's good. The waffles and the cheese.
Well, you are 10% black somewhere in your lineage, bro.
No doubt. Absolutely.
What they say.
Yeah.
Look at those lips
and the hair.
Look at those
lips and the hair. Come on.
You eat sandia 5 times a week?
I've got some DSLs, Mike. It is what it is.
Yo, relax, sir.
I know. I said
we're 5 minutes in.
That means watermelon. I was being racist.
By the way,
not homophobic. Get your offensive phrases in order.
Speaking of DSLs, have you guys, have your significant others made you guys watch Heated Rivals yet?
No. What is
Never
Heated
heard of
Rival?
it.
Uh,
We'll talk about
this
it
is
tomorrow. Save it, Buki, for
uh,
Wednesday.
Yeah. Tease. I'm writing it down. Heated Rivals.
We got what you
let
want.
me tell you, just watch
Okay.
the
Porn.
first 30 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, the
If you
first
can,
30 minutes?
yeah, Nina, your wife, Rudy, they'll love it.
All right.
You will sit there and you'll be like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
What is it on?
HBO Max. It's
Done.
very popular currently.
And it's a series or a movie?
6 episodes.
All right. Because I got some what you watching Wednesday for tomorrow, too.
Sir. All right. Well, that's tomorrow. Tease it. I'll try to catch the first half hour if I get time. We got a horse race to get to tonight, though, first. If you want to be on our horse races, you need to be a member. All right. So we're about to piss off 98% of y'all. Don't run them yet. Look at that. That's all 200 and how many ever members we have. You can become a member of In the Buildings channel for as low as $4.99 a month, depending on what tier you get. They have different tiers on there. All right. And that way you get into all of our contests, all of our giveaways. Now, the football pot, which I'll talk about here in a minute, that's for everybody, obviously. We're not going to be massive dicks on the football.
No, that's fine.
And we need to fill 100 squares. So that being said, what you're about to see is for members only. All right. So become a member, get exclusive access to all of our programming, our content, our videos that go to members only channel. Bouquet handles that a lot for us, and you get to be in our horse races because we're going to give away a Tim Duncan bobblehead. It looks nothing like Timmy, but it's also over 20 years old. Have you looked up? You sure you're not giving something really valuable away here?
I hope I am. The members make us, so I hope I am. And I hope
All
a
right.
member goes and prices it and
All
makes a bunch of money and, buys a bunch of memberships.
All
Cost
right.
look, AD calls it the cost of doing business, Mike.
Cost to do it. Well, there's a little bit of COB. It's part of the thing, as you and I know.
Now, if it's worth $2 million, I'm gonna off myself.
Oh my God, could you imagine? You wouldn't want to know.
I wouldn't tell my wife.
Whoever wins this Tim Duncan bobblehead, if you wind up getting 6 figures for it, please don't tell Rudy. Don't tell us. We don't want to know. Because I might kill you if you don't kill yourself. You know what that money could do for this program? Speaking of advertising. Okay. All right, load up them horses. Get them sumbitches in the gate. A full 60 seconds. Okay. That's 200 and something horses. We're going to have some broken legs, but somebody's going to win the Tim Duncan bobblehead. Whenever you're ready, Bouquet, fire it off.
Bookie, you got the call.
All right, Buki is here. The rice is allegedly done, and we are ready to rock and roll here. I just had to run to the kitchen to stop the timer from beeping up a storm. Romeo Dominguez
Don't start a
is
fire.
in the lead here. Rube Esteban in the mix here. It looks like this is the names of the ice list that they're going through in Minnesota right now. Jose Flores,
Wow.
Jason Garcia, Daniel Perez in the mix here. Some will call him Perez, but we'll keep calling him Perez here. Roach Clip, Jake Hernandez also in the mix. Jose Flores. Can a fellow Jose
No way.
down here? Does he have grit? Does he have determination?
Who is
Big
that?
lead. Oh, God.
Mike
Watch
check,
out for
hey.
Mike check.
Farias.
Oh, my goodness. Mike
Tommy
check.
Ferris. Tommy. Who is it? Rib?
Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom.
Look at
Boom.
Rib deserves
Rib.
it.
My
Rib
man.
deserves it. Rib deserves it. Rib donates a lot to this program.
That's
The
Rib's
Russian
first pick.
oligarch.
Damn it. You know what? I screwed up. I should have been keeping track of all of our winners all this time. You know what? Is this our first horse race of the calendar year?
It is.
All
Okay.
right. All right. Race. Rib.
That was
Cool.
a good call, Buki.
That was a good call. Almost started a fire and everything.
Shout out to Rib. Is the Russian oligarch in the building tonight?
Yeah, we need to summon him. Where's the Russian oligarch? He has won. That is the guy that we call the official Russian oligarch because of that name that I can't pronounce with all of those syllables. Rib. If he were a basketball coach, he'd be Coach D. There's no way you can say that. Can't
By the
see
way,
it.
look at our guy Rib here.
Oh.
$50.
Look at that. He deserves it.
My
Rib,
man.
how can I meet up with you? Let me know.
Yeah. Reach out to Rudy. How's he get a hold of you?
Shit.
Uh-oh. Don't you have like a fake email?
Yeah, I do. Rudy.
That one you give all the bitches. Give him the Michael Jordan email.
I know, right? Rudy, the letter J, golf 1016 at Gmail. Bookie, put that in the chat. Rudy, the letter J, golf 1016 at Gmail.
Cool. All right. Congrats.
And by the way, shout out to, as always, Greg Castanueto 2 seconds ago. I don't see my name. A 5th place finish for Greg Castanueto.
Oh, Greg
there.
Greg is a bitch.
He has
Greg.
the brownest red ass.
He does have the brownest red ass.
Greg has a brown red ass, bro.
Man, that all those races are always super exciting.
I like the ones that are like 12 horses, like when we break it up in tiers, like for the big prizes.
I know we need to do that. I know it's just it's funny and chaotic and unstable to see that many on the track at once, which I do like. I do like it. All right. Shout out to Timmy Duncan, my man. Remember that time Tim Duncan was a Spur and we didn't choke fucking 19-point leads in the third quarter? Remember that time Tim Duncan played for the Spurs and they were uber consistent every single night and never shit the bed? Even when they lost, they still played well. Y'all remember? You mammer? Damn, you mammer.
Because see, Pop would just, and Mitch is his own thing, and Mitch is doing a good job. I like what the direction Mitch is going. But Pop would have benched all the starters. Pop would have benched all the starters. Nina must be naked. Pop would have benched all the starters and let the second string.
I'm listening. I swear to God.
And let the second string figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Pop used to just get pissed at the starters. You know what? All 5 of y'all sit your asses down and see this guy, man. This is why we can't let Mike do shows at home, because he's pitching a tent.
I'm so sorry, Rudy.
He's pitching a tent.
I'm being rude to my co-host.
He's pitching a tent. If he I promise you, he can't stand up right now.
Oh, dang it!
But this is why we can't do shows.
Anyway.
This is why Elon Musk said, "You know what? Y'all need to get y'all's asses back in the office."
I know. Yes. All right.
Mike found out he's gonna score tonight, and he's the show is derailed.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, maybe.
I want me some glory hole.
Maybe.
Oh shit! Get a little pink eye. Get a little pink eye.
Yeah. Oh, I've had pink eye before. I've had pink eye multiple times.
I haven't had pink eye since like elementary, bro.
Not from eating bud.
No.
I used to wear contacts, and I was cheap, and I would wear them too long.
Oh yeah.
Get dirty, and I'd get like I got punched by some boxer.
Remember when Bob Costas?
Didn't think of a boxer.
Remember when Bob Costas got pink eye during the Olympics?
I do, yeah. The rumors were he went down on a prostitute.
There's more rumors that Brockmeyer farted in his
on her butt. Wait, who farted? Who farted?
Brockmeyer farted in his pillow.
Oh, Brockmeyer. I'm kidding, by the way, Bob Costas. I'm just being silly. No one ever said that. I'm being stupid. I love Bob Costas.
He's just not good at calling baseball anymore.
Well, he's 90 years old, dude, so let it go. Anyway, so yeah, I was pissed off last night, man.
You should be. You should be.
No one took that game over. Wemby was not good.
It's unacceptable.
Mm-mm.
It's unacceptable to lose 19-point leads.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we're already in the second half of the season. The trade deadline is approaching.
Yeah.
But while they are not our championship Spurs, this is a team that I don't mind looking forward to the rodeo road trip for, because I feel like this team is really good. So we'll see if Mitch can read some books and go to some museums and go for coffee and you know what I mean? Go Zen mode and block out Mike Taylor and block out Rudy J's shit talking and come together and go like 8-1, 8-2 on a rodeo road trip. We'll see.
They need to get their shit together by February, because they've not played 3 straight games in a row that were great and with the same rotation. Wemby started last night and they get beat, which that has nothing to do with him not starting.
They're 8-1 when he comes off the bench.
I know.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
I know. He's trying to be the leader, the bellwether, the man in the room, trying to bring anger and trying to be motivating, and he hates losing and all this kind of shit. He hates losing, but he don't know anything about winning yet because they're such babies and they haven't won any games that matter. The games that matter will happen in late April. And they have a propensity to blow leads and play, like Wemby said last week, play to the level of the opponent, which is exactly what they did. And Steph Castle has not been able to put the ball in the fucking ocean in a good week now. He was bad last night. It's like, is he sick? Did you have tacos with uncooked chicken in them? And now you have salmonella? He can't shoot anymore.
Did Dylan Harper get hurt?
I didn't notice him last night. I know he played.
That's my point. 11 minutes. But again, this the same type of shit he would do to Castle. Castle come in last year, do something, have a little mistake. Mitch would yank him. Then Mitch was forced to play him, and he was like, oh, damn, I have the rookie of the year buried on the bench. I might want to play this guy.
But then they had that terrific win against Boston the night before. I know this club. That's why. And see, this is a good thing to where now we're to the point, and it's been 5 years since I've been mad after a loss because my expectations have gone up because they have these great victories. I'm pissed off because they're better than that, and they can't be tanking 19-point leads. And it wasn't like Minnesota played amazing. We just didn't make any shots, and for whatever reason, just kind of go deer in headlights or whatever, in crunch time. It doesn't matter who they're playing. And they have a propensity to do that. And did it last night again. We need bad motherfuckers. Tim Duncan was a minister of death. He prayed for war. These boys here don't know what it's like to be in real war. So
and I also think Wemby,
we live and learn.
He tends to, and I get it. He's 7'5", he's the face of the league. But who was it? Doc Rivers would call it hero ball. There's a good 5 to 7 shots a night that Wemby takes where I'm like, it's an awful shot.
He was awful in the fourth quarter.
Awful shot. Awful shot. Plays a little bit too much hero ball. I know it's his team, and that's what you're supposed to do. And we're going to live with it. I'll live with that every day, twice on Sunday. But sometimes, move the ball. Get off of it. Everything's not a great shot.
Yeah, we want him to be that guy like, no, fuck you, give me the ball. I'm taking over the game. Okay, cool. When that happens, then win the game. Don't miss everything you shoot. Because he looked awful last night.
Yeah, he did.
He decided I don't think he passed the ball once in the fourth quarter. Which is fine, but you didn't make any shots in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure.
They live and learn, and the growing pains continue. These Spurs will play. Who do they play next? I want to say they play OKC. Yeah, see, they're in Oklahoma tomorrow night.
Can they sweep them? Well, I think they'll still play them one more time. One of those games. They played them 3 times, beat them 3 times, but one of those games was the tournament. So they still have one more. But can they go 4-0?
At some point, the Spurs are going to have an off night against the Thunder, and the Thunder were so pissed about the Spurs thing, they're just going to beat the shit out of us one night, which is fine. That's fine. We're going to get blown out of the water by maybe tomorrow night. All right, I got to give a reach around.
Ooh.
I give a little reach around.
To who?
To Sammy from Sammy's Embroidery. My man Sam has returned from the holidays. Spent the holidays in Bali and Maui. I spent mine on the south side of San Antonio, which is fine, but it wasn't Bali. But welcome back, Sammy. He's back from vacation, and he's back with our show. If you are in the market for stuff with Sammy, it is Sammy's Embroidery. What does he do? Well, shit, he does hats and shirts and pants and helmets and decals and flags and socks and all kinds of different hats, all different name brands from athletics to workwear to leisure wear. Anything needs a logo or stuff on it, this is your guy. Do you have that picture I sent you, Bouquet? Or are you still eating cheesy waffles? About to put Jose on the... Oh, I think I might have my punch. Hey, Jose.
No, I've got it.
Whatever.
Okay. There we go. Look at that. So this is a shameless plug for Raul's photography, which I don't mind because this is who did me and Rudy's pictures when we got the TV show. Sammy will logo a jersey So that was done for him as a gift from his dad at Sam's Embroidery, and they dropped our name. He went. So it's a Spurs jersey. Our city is the king of the bootleg Spurs shit. So now,
every city is.
He's walking around a Spurs jersey with his company logo attached to it now because
I love it. I love it.
So go get your stuff done at that Sammy's.
Thank you, Raul. Thank you.
I also want to thank Slackers, real quick, the official sports bar in the building. It's our boys at Slackers. Rudy and I are going to be at Slackers
Sunday.
So we're going to do a 6:00 pod. I'm thinking we get there around 5 because it's a chance to meet everybody, pass out the T-shirts, get all the Super Bowl squares taken care of, and then do the pod and go home. That sound good?
That sounds great.
Does 5 work? All right, let's put it in the hopper. 5:00 this Sunday at Slackers on Rector. This is the location right behind North Star Mall here in San Antonio where we do our program. I have many in the building T-shirts I need to give away for free. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be a member. Just come out to Slackers on Sunday.
Put my 2 smalls aside before we give all those away.
Yes, sir. I will do it. I have a bushel of smalls and mediums because when we went to Sammy's to get all of our T-shirts done, I just figured we need smalls and mediums. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot
Mike
where
thought
I live.
thought we lived in Austin.
No.
Oh, wait.
I forgot where I live. And we don't need smalls and mediums. So if you want one for your wife, girlfriend, kids, I got T-shirts at 5:00 Sunday at the Slackers on Rector. And we are also going to have our Super Bowl squares out there. All right. We're going to be doing the pot. So bring your ass out there. They're $25 a square. You can buy as many as you want because we're just starting last night. I've seen all these people have already prepaid. But if you want to pick your square, you need to come out Friday. And Sunday, my bad. I'll have the sheet in my hand. Make sure you get your initials in your square. A lot of guys have just been sending money like, pick my square for me, which is fine. We'll do that too. So Sunday, it's a double deal. We're going to do our podcast at 6, but at 5, small and medium in the building T-shirts, and then we'll get people hooked up for the in the building Super Bowl pop for $25.
What we're going to do, North Star, right? Do we decide on North Star?
Yes, Rector. Yes, sir. Right behind North Star Mall. We'll see y'all at Slackers, the official sports bar, on the one on Rector behind the mall on Sunday. All right. Want to do a little punching?
Why not?
Get the violence out of the way. People want to know what Ernest means in the run sheet tonight. Some of the longtime people that have been with me for years might know what that is. About to talk about why Ernest is in the run sheet tonight. But before we do that, let's do some punching, shall we? It is time for People I Want to Punch, presented by the law office of Orlando Kell.
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
He's getting punched by a viewer right off the top.
I had a punch, but I'm changing it to Buki. We're a week behind. Buki, are we a week behind on Spotify, bro?
I don't think so. Maybe we are. I don't think so, though.
He said maybe I'm gonna go Mike on you. It's yes or no.
Have you ever just said yes or no? You answer that.
No.
You don't. That means you don't know.
I'm fairly certain we're updated.
All right. He's the first person that said anything, so maybe. Are you sure you're not?
It was a she. It was a Sandra Sakula.
If it was a guy, I wouldn't believe her, but if it's a woman, then I actually believe her.
Why? Because they're smarter than we are?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not true!
Well, maybe it's a dude using his old lady's phone. Or handle.
The last one. Let's settle down.
All right.
Just one episode.
So I'm punching Buki. I don't think they're up.
Let's see. Confirm before the end of the show. Who were you going to punch?
I can't confirm. One. Just one.
One didn't make it. Well, can we get it up there?
Sure. It's just the last one.
We actually have like 50 times more listeners than viewers. So.
Yeah.
Well, like 10 times more, not 50, but still. It's a lot. All right.
I was going to punch Justin Herbert. Let's get him out. Get him out of my top 15. He's got 15 points in his last 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
Get that POS out of my top 15.
If we
6'6", all the tools.
Mm-hmm. He ass has
3 points. I know. Hey, look, I know the Patriots defense is really good.
Nah.
But
come on, man.
Unacceptable. Punch Justin Herbert.
happened? I thought he was coming around. I thought he had crossed.
I thought he found his quarterback. I thought he found his quarterback whisperer.
I thought he did too, man. He showed signs earlier this season that he was coming into his own, but ultimately we're right back to retrograde with that guy. He's back to where he was. He's ass.
And by the way, if I was a gambling man, I took the under, and I took the Patriots to cover. I should have bet.
Yeah, well, F. Herbert. Who am I punching today? All right. It's a good one. I'm going to punch Devin Vassell for being injured.
Do they miss Devin Vassell? I'm going to say no.
Yep, they do.
You think so?
Yes. He has to have made a difference last night with his ability to shoot. And they're starting Champagny, who's been okay, but Champagny will have games like Danny Green used to have where he goes nuts for 2 games.
11 threes.
And then he's just a dude for the rest of the week. And then he's got a nice game. Vassell is a, and I've picked on Vassell some this year, in the last couple of years actually, but Devin Vassell is a very good scorer. And guys like him on a night where no one's making anything. By the way, De'Aaron Fox, when they lose, De'Aaron Fox is so yin and yang. I'm punching him too. I'm punching Fox. Poor Devin Vassell, punched him for being hurt. It ain't his fault. I need him back though. We'll punch Fox too. When they win, he's fantastic. When they lose, he's ass like Justin Herbert. There's no work-life balance right now for De'Aaron Fox. Have you noticed that? When they're bad, he has a shit game. That tells me they need you to be more consistent and not have so many shit games, dude.
Again, it's like, you're caught in that no man's land. Like, do I get the ball to Wemby? Do I be aggressive? What do I do?
And when he did take shots last night, he didn't do shit. And then Wemby took the ball and then didn't pass to nobody toward the end of the stretch. Punch every damn guy that suited up last night for the Spurs. That's my point.
Agreed.
It's a bad loss. It's a bad loss. Thank you to Orlando Kill, the official family law man up in the building. If you are looking for a family lawyer, Orlando should be your guy. It does family law, which means divorce and custody cases and adoptions and all this kind of thing. It is 210-775-4995. You can also email Orlando directly. OrlandoKillLaw@gmail.com. OrlandoKillLaw@gmail.com. Okay. Let me set this. I don't want this to be 20 minutes. But so a lot of y'all that have watched or listened to my shows in my career for the last better part of 18 years, some of my day one early guys will know who my stepdad Ernest was. You've heard me talk about him. Stepdad Ernest, and a lot of y'all have called bullshit on me for years too, thinking I've made up a lot of the stories about my he's dead, my longtime stepfather, who was in my life from the age of 5 until about the age of 11. So he was only in my life 5-6 years-ish. But dude, it felt like 50 years in those times. Because of my stepfather, I went to 7 elementary schools in 5 years. 7. Because of my stepfather, Ernest, here are the cities I lived in during that time. You ready? Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie, Las Colinas, Oklahoma City, Rockport, Aransas Pass, Corpus Christi, back to Rockport, back to Fort Worth, Los Angeles, California, Anaheim, California, Fullerton, California, back to Oklahoma City, back to Corpus Christi, finally to Fort Worth. All that right there was 6 years
of
my childhood. And I didn't realize until I was older. And oh, by the way, that whole time he and my mother fought incessantly, nonstop.
Of course.
I didn't realize till I was a grown man when I realized finally, oh my God, the reason why we moved so much, it should have been obvious. He was running from the law. My stepdad wound up dying in prison. Eventually, Johnny Law caught up to him in all the states. He had aliases. Ernest put me through hell, my childhood. Ironically, he was never mean to me, though. He was always very sweet to me, which was strange. But my life was hell because he was always fighting with my mother would beat her up on occasion, push her and shove her across couches and shit like that. And he's also having my ass live in 11 cities in 5 years and go to 7 elementary schools during that time. I saw drugs in my house that whole time. I know what it's like to go to sleep and have an arsenal of weaponry under my bed because he would hide shit like that in my room. The most money that I ever found underneath my bed is when my stepdad Ernest and my uncle Lupe went on an armed robbery spree in the early 80s. And the most cash I ever had or ever saw in my life at once until adulthood was $19,000 in cash. And this is 1983. So it's like $35,000 in cash, $40,000, because those assholes were armed robbing stores all over the metro sex. I once saw Ernest put a 44 Magnum, Detective Harry style, put it to a dude's head, and then sprayed the guy with mace. But we were outside and the wind was blowing against Ernest and the mace went all back in Ernest's face. And so he pistol whipped the guy. That
Jesus.
Guy, Hillian. This is also the same guy when we lived in Corpus. He was one of the most in-demand paint and body artists in the country.
Right.
He just had this underground criminal lifestyle of armed robbery and whatever, you name it, man, he did it. But he was so fucking talented, Rudy, when it came to spray painting, to doing body work. I don't know why he just didn't do that. He was...
It don't pay the same.
No, and he was cash, no taxes. He was an in-demand spray paint guy at chop shops. Chop shops would hire him to come in and spray their stolen fucking cars so they can, sell the parts or drive them and totally paint them over again. I told more stories about him, but why I'm bringing him up again tonight is because I'm just minding my own business yesterday, watching football, and I noticed that my sister had messaged me, my oldest sister, who was Ernest's daughter. It was... Oh, by the way, speaking of the chop shops, it was the bear that they had in one of the back lots. Have you heard the sun bear story?
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers smuggled a bear from Mexico.
That's insane, dude.
Had it on a chain in the back of their lot it was a body shop by day. It was at night when they did their real work. They had a bear. I'm not kidding. For those that have never heard this story, not a big giant dog, a bear. An actual bear. And I'd go back there and I'd play in that car lot, but there was like, hey, make sure you don't go within 35 feet because the chain's 34 feet.
No shit, bro.
Just trusted my dumb little elementary age ass out there with a bear.
Different times, brother.
Dude. So I'm sitting here yesterday watching the football game, and my sister messages me on Facebook and basically says, you're never going to believe what I just found. My sister never really knew her dad because by the time that asshole was finally out of our lives for good, my sister was probably 6 and I was probably 11, and he left for good. And then we found out later he got picked up, and he wound up spending all the rest of his life in prison. Anyway, so a lot of y'all have called bullshit on these stories over the years. Tonight, I am going to prove to everybody that this fucking guy was legit all the things I've said over the years. I'm seeing if I find what my sister wrote to me. So, Bouquet, do you have the video? Let me ask you this first, Jose. How's it when you play this? Because this is archive footage. Oh, wow, that looks great. Don't fire that off yet. That looks really good, dude. Okay, cool. Don't play that yet. I want to set this up. So you're not going to believe this, but my sister was going through the University of North Texas archives, old television station archives, and my sister found an old news report from WBAP television in Dallas, which is now their NBC affiliate. It's now KXAS.
Okay.
It used to be called WBAP television. I don't think we're going to get sued for running this because that station no longer exists. And this is literally 60-something-year-old video what we're about to show you. So she not only found the video that goes with this, she found the script that was written by the news anchors and the people that wrote the scripts for the news anchors that night at the 10 o'clock, right? And it's this long script. Jose actually has a copy of it. I don't want to read the whole script. I'll just tell you the story. Ernest, in 1960, when he was 20 years old, long before he came into my life, he came into my life in 1979. So in 1960, this asshole was locked up in Tarrant County Jail for God knows what. He's 20 years old. And he escapes jail, Rudy. Like those dudes in New Orleans last year.
Yeah. This is awesome.
See, I did not know any of this story I'm telling you tonight. I have never heard this before until yesterday when I saw the news footage and I was able to read the literal script that the TV station wrote that night. He and another shitbag buddy of his went on the run from Tarrant County Jail. Got picked up a couple of weeks later. Couple of weeks later, they were on the run.
Awesome.
They got picked up outside of Tucson, Arizona.
Damn. Should have went to Mexico.
They were both, I think they might have been trying to get to Mexico at that point because Tucson's close. So Ernest and I don't know how old his ass bag buddy was, but Ernest was 20 at the time. They had two 14-year-old runaways with them, females. And so what happened was Ernest's accomplice is like, hey, my cousin lives outside of Tucson. They might have been trying to get to Mexico, but they were stashed out, hiding inside the buddy's cousin's house, right? Or maybe been brother, uncle, somebody related to Ernest's accomplice. Guy's name was Billy something. And they got these 14-year-old girls with them, two of them. And finally, the FBI and then Fort Worth cops were able to find these assholes. They extradite them back to Fort Worth. This was big news, apparently. I have never heard this until yesterday. This was big news that when people escape jail, it's big fucking news.
National.
So there's no audio here, but there's the story. This is what I'm about to show you is what WBAP television showed that night while the anchor was reading the script. This is my stepfather, my future stepfather, being led by FBI, ATF, Fort Worth PD back into Tarrant County Jail. Roll that tape. Officers return Everett to jail. So there's my stepfather in the middle. Looks like Lee Harvey Oswald, doesn't it? Like being led to his death. This looks like the old JFK files. This is down in the basement of the old jailhouse in Fort Worth. I don't think this one actually exists. That's my stepfather right there. That's Ernest Eugene Everett being questioned by the FBI. I don't know what month this is. It may be on the script book, but I don't have it in front of me. Look how tired and busted he looks. Look at that motherfucker. God. Now they got him in the holding cell.
Look at the old school detective hat and the old school detective glasses.
Smoking inside. Photographer. That's
look at the
newspaper.
Pipe. He got the pipe and the cardigan.
Oh yeah. We smoked indoors in those days. We weren't pussies.
No, that's not smart. That's not not being a man. That's killing everybody around you while you kill yourself.
No one. They all did it. Look at that, and they're laughing and shit. If you look at the video, they're like laughing in parts of it. They're cutting up.
Man, look at that, Mike. And even back then, see the privilege was he wasn't even in cuffs. It's like, oh man, he'd be all right. Let's take him get some
you think the black man would be in cuffs?
Hell yeah, he'd be hog-tied.
He'd be hog-tied.
He'd be hog-tied. Look, he ain't even in cuffs, dog.
No.
He ain't even in cuffs.
I didn't think about that. That's fucking hilarious.
And it's also that, like, how'd you do it? How did you get out? Like, we got to figure out how you got out so nobody else can get out. Tell us how you did it, and we won't, you know what I mean? We won't hit you with the max.
God, there's no telling what this asshole had done at this point up to his life. I don't think he'd spent one day in high school. I think he dropped out of school in junior high.
No, well, his police record says the same.
Yeah, Rudy, you might not have been hogtied. Your ass might have been shot on.
No, they would have killed me, bro.
They would have killed y'all on sight.
Look at someone in the chat said, so Grandma Becky played in the snow. Yes,
yeah,
she did.
yeah. My father, my dad. Let's see. Not her last husband was Mexicano. All the previous ones were white. She just chose the wrong white guys. I'm like, why didn't you pick the white guys that
Mike,
had
is this
jobs
real, bro?
had good? That's my stepfather right there, dude.
That is crazy.
Isn't that amazing?
I hate that you can. I mean, that you couldn't show this to your mom. Like, Mom, did you know this?
My mother would have flipped out had she seen this.
I know. I hate that she didn't get to see it.
And no bullshit. I should send this to the authorities. I might do it. I don't know. I'm not thinking about it. So the reason I say that is because this is how good of a criminal Ernest was until he wasn't. He's not even buried under his real name because he's buried at the Texas Department of Corrections grave site where they bury prisoners that don't have anybody to claim the body. Like nobody claimed him when he died, had cancer. So he got buried at the TDC's burial ground under the name William Roden.
That sucks.
He went by Bill Roden. He was so good at stealing identities. When they finally convicted him for good and he spent the rest of his life in prison, they thought his name was fucking Bill. It was not. My mother had his birth certificate. We knew his parents. His name was Ernest Everett. Changed. He had 4 or 5 aliases, and the Bill Roden one is the one that got busted finally.
That was cool. Well,
unbelievable.
I guess.
How about that shit? That is incredible. It was crazy seeing his face because I hadn't seen Ernest's actual face. And I was 11 when I saw Ernest the last time. Yeah. And I saw that yesterday, and it's just so spooky because he's 20 years old there. He was 40 when I met him. My mother was 20. He was 40 when they started hooking up. And to see that face, though, even though it's young, staring back out at the screen like that was, as you can imagine, that brought all them childhood, all that trauma.
I know, right?
All that trauma. I had whiskey last night. That was just incredible. All right, it is in the building. If you'd like to jump in here and join the chat, please
shout out to Ernest for the content.
A little show and tell to y'all. Good Lord, that's my fucking childhood. How'd I make it here? I have no idea. My grandmother and God and my father had a lot to do with it too. All right, if you want to jump in here and join the chat, please feel free to do so. While you're doing so, you can tip us. That's called a super chat when you decide to do things like Dan Pod, who is in the building, $9.99. Thank you, Dan Pod. Currently taking the Amtrak up to Oklahoma City to see the game tomorrow night. That's kick-ass.
There's an Amtrak that goes to Oklahoma City?
Yeah, I know it goes to Dallas, so it must keep on trucking. It goes all the way to Chicago, actually, that thing.
I'm glad we can help that trip shorten up for you, Dan Pod.
Finish in the fourth quarter. Go Los Espers, go. Hey, Dan Pod, send me some photos, dude, or some video that you shoot.
We'll share them on the show tomorrow.
If you shoot the video yourself, then we're allowed to run it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out again to Rib, who won the Tim Duncan bobblehead, donated $50 because he loves us. Our boy Greg donated $6 tonight to celebrate him coming in 5th place in our bobblehead. Thank you. If everybody gives us $5 for losing, we don't need more advertisers. And then look at this. Look what Rib did. Dude, make sure you get that to him as soon as you can.
I will.
Rib has gifted 10 Love You Hard television memberships tonight. Rib, dude, my boy. Thank you, man. 10 of y'all just became members and don't even know it. Check your phone.
Rib, are you hiring?
That's my man. My man, Rib, donated 10 Love You Hard memberships. That is so bad. Thank you, dude. That is so kick-ass. Thank you, Rib. Thanks,
I got your Jim Duncan bobblehead for you, Rib. Let me know.
Come get it. Reach out to Rudy. I want to shout out to Metallica Freak. That's what it is.
Oh.
You didn't spell Metallica right. What up, Thunderdome? Been here since the Grind Sports Talk San Antonio days. Dude, thank you, man. Y'all were in my top 0.01% last year on Spotify. Punch the Google handles. Love y'all hard. Steve Camacho, member for 2 years this month, celebrating 24 months of membership. Steve, thank you, dude. Appreciate that very much. Kick ass. All right, it's in the building, presented in part by Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store. I've been in the building. Rudy's representing with another one of these cool shirts he gets that I never get a chance to get to myself. He always has so much swag, and I don't have any.
This is for the podcast. We just did one on the THC drinks because it's dry. It's dry January. I'll get you one of these shirts. He's got a bunch of them. I'll get you one.
How long is the podcast?
2 minutes.
Hell, we ought to run it on the show. Shit.
Yeah, well, I need to have. We're supposed to be sending them to Buki so he can put them on the shorts. But
y'all need to, yeah.
AD, that's on AD. So it is dry January. We got some January
on
specials.
AD. All right. He is our client. Are you sure there's nothing you can't do to help him help us?
I don't have the file, bro.
Okay.
Well, I don't want it to come through blurry on the YouTube. So if I could send it, you know what I mean?
No, we wanted to come through good. Send us those podcasts, Mr. Singh. All right, it's Texas Cheer Liquor, 7 locations, all the way up to Bernie, all the way down to I-90, all points in between, even Stone Oak. There's several locations, 7 to be exact, and they all will give you a 5% discount when you mention in the building. All right. What else today? A lot of people commenting on Ernest. Go ahead, man.
Did you know your Texans have never won a playoff road game? They're 0-6. That's a Buki stat because he's a gambling degenerate, but they've never won a playoff road game. They are 0-6, but I think they break that tonight. I think they beat the Steelers. I really do.
The Texans play in Pittsburgh, where they should not be. They should be playing this game in Houston because they had a better record.
Yeah, nonetheless, don't get us started on that.
I'm sorry. I got to stop mentioning
it pisses me off. It triggers me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They will take on the reigning D-bag of the year, Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dude, I expect a solid Houston victory tonight.
They've won. I think they're on a 9-game winning streak. Am I right in that, Mr. Silver?
What do we got?
Shoot, you had to ask me that.
I think they're on a 9-game winning streak.
No one's playing better. I'm not sure New England's playing better. Seattle's not either. Just as far as just execution, efficiency, point differentials, all those kinds of things. The Texans defense might be the best in the league. It's just underrated. The Texans are underrated going into this year.
It's hard to watch them.
Right, because it's 10-7, all the games?
No, it's just I'm talking about, most people just, if you have something to do, and it's unfortunate, the Texans haven't become a brand yet.
Oh, yeah.
They're not a brand. They're not, they're not the Steelers. They're not the Cowboys. They're not a brand. Now, they may be the best team in Texas. I think that's clear, but they haven't developed that reputation of where you want to stop down and make sure you watch them. Maybe that changes this year if they make a deep run.
Hey, I'm all in on Bears and Texans. Those are my 2 teams I hope play in the Super Bowl.
I hope you're right, brother. I don't know if the world wants to see that, but
the world can kiss off. That's what I want to see. That's what matters the most. My buddy Randy's in here. Are you shitting me? All those stories you've told. Ernest died in prison. How did I miss that? Yeah, he did. He died. I think he got cancer. He died in the mid-90s, I want to say. Or maybe early, 91, 92, maybe early 90s. So if he was 20 years old in 1960, I guess he would have been born in 1939 or 40.
Something like that.
So in 1990, he would have been 50. He was a young guy. He caught cancer while he was incarcerated.
Well, did you see all that secondhand smoke he was around?
I know. And he did so many drugs and hardcore. And he was an alcoholic too, total alcoholic. And that dude, got cancer. His family didn't claim him, and his ass died and buried in the gulags of the great state of Texas. That's a fact. Ernest had a tattoo right here on his forearm. It was embarrassing. Of 2 people 69ing each other. He had that on his forearm. So everywhere he went, every person he interacted with, every human being that talked to him would notice, this guy's got 2 people 69ing on his arm.
Not mad at it. It's not my arm. Not my arm. Fuck to it. Oh my God.
All right. So we got Texans and Steelers tonight. I, for one, I'm looking forward to this game and looking forward to C.J. Stroud getting victory number 1 on the road for these Texans. What is the line tonight? I'm assuming Pittsburgh's favored by like 2 or 1.
I believe the Texans are favored by 3.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
For the world, I think the Texans cover.
Yes, the Texans are favored by 3.
Yeah.
I think the Texans roll. I'll root for. You know what? I'll root for them on the AFC. I picked Denver and the Rams to be in the Super Bowl, but I'll pull for the Texans. I like DeMeco Ryans. I like CJ.
Yeah.
I like that team.
Same.
I like that team. Somebody got to represent this great state of ours.
Damn right. All right. I wanted to see what y'all thought about this hypothetical here. I was thinking about this today. I bought a lottery ticket for the first time in years the other day. Threw away $5.
It's all good.
I don't know why I did that. It was just a whim. I went in the store to get a freaking Red Bull and a bag of chips. And I get up there, I'm like, I saw the sign. That's why they put them at the sign. They probably sell it to a lot of people that just buy them on the cuff.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the mega ball up tonight, dude? 180 million. Shit. Throw one in there. $5. Just gave him $5. Didn't get one number. But it got me to dreaming. We were talking about this yesterday. What would you do? Okay, let's define FU money. What would you do if you had, what is FU money? $1 million for you? 100 million? $1 billion?
100 million.
All right. What does Rudy J do? Maybe a little production value, Bouquet, for this discussion if you have it at your apartment. What does Rudy J do with FU money?
The first thing in this order, because I've always wanted to do this, delete all my social media, because it doesn't give me anxiety because of the algorithm. It gives me anxiety because I'm always thinking I need to be posting something for some business or something. Mm-hmm. So deleting my social media, then I'm immediately calling a family meeting, and I'm driving up to Dallas. And we're going to discuss a venture capital business that we're going to set up. I'm going to give everybody their little bit of money and tell them this is it. This is why we're investing in this venture capitalist company. I'm going to get you and Buki straight. Then I'm headed to an island that no one will ever find me.
Wow.
Unless I want to be found.
You've thought about this already, I can tell.
Way too hard. Way too hard. Way too hard. I'm gonna set you and Buki straight. If y'all want to do pods here and there, I'll sponsor y'all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give y'all some money and say, hey, because I know I ain't got to give Mike much. Give Mike $1 or $2 million.
Okay.
Give Buki his cut.
I can make that work.
I know you can. And then I'll be found when I want to be found.
Oh, that's badass.
You?
Well, since you went all practical on me, I thought you were going to give me like some trips. And now I want to hear this shit you're going to splurge on.
Oh, God. You could definitely find me.
I hire a lawyer. The first thing I do.
Yeah, you're going to find. I would definitely. There's a small chance you could find me on the Discovery Channel of one of those episodes of Lottery Winners Gone Broke. I'm sitting there telling my family, like, this is all I'm going to give y'all, but I might have to go back to them. Oh, definitely some splurging. My wife is my yang. She's the responsible one. I have awful spending habits.
All right. Well, since
I'm splurging.
All right. Yeah. Hang on. Hold that thought. Since you got me thinking. I'm an asshole. I was just going to go right into the splurging. Yes, I would hire an attorney.
Yeah.
I would make all my social private, at least, if not delete.
Oh, private? Okay. I probably delete it. I don't want to post anymore.
See, I'm kind of like you.
I'm tired.
I'm kind of like you. Now, let's not act like this is a job, but we bust our ass on this.
No, it's not a job. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what I do with lottery money. Yeah.
Right. But like the idea of escaping the world for like a year
sounds
pretty good to me.
It sounds great, bro. I'm beat down by the world.
You just literally, I've hustled so long in my life. I've been so fucking dirt poor in my life.
Same.
One of the positives, I guess, in that is that I am really content to do nothing.
Nothing, Mike.
At least for a while.
I'd have a nutritionist and a trainer.
But
I'm not doing anything, bro. Like, I enjoy doing nothing so much. I get goosebumps when I have nothing. When I wake up and I'm like, I have nothing, I get like all giddy.
You talk about your yang. I got a yang in there.
Yeah.
She has taught me, only through watching her and living with her, she told me anything. That woman is so good at work-life balance. She is so good at tuning the world out.
Yeah.
Like Nina she'll go 3 months without posting on Twitter.
Yeah.
Have you gone 3 days without posting on Instagram?
I can't.
She is so good at turning the world off. And I thought that I was. Turns out I was not.
Yeah.
All I've ever done since my grandmother died. That's who actually ultimately raised me. Thank God. I should have credited her earlier when I was saying, how the hell did I make it? My grandmother raised my ass. Thank God I went back to live with her at 13. Perfect age to get my life in order.
Yeah.
My grandma died 2 weeks after I graduated high school. So here I am, just graduated 14 days ago. The most influential, important human being in my life dead. I'm 18 years old, and I have been running ever since. Running from the sand, going out in the hourglass. I think that's maybe it's dysfunctional, but my fucked up childhood made me motivated. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Ambitious. Ruthless in my 20s. I mean, I didn't hurt folks, but I didn't give a shit about stepping over folks, getting picked and all that kind of thing. But I worked my balls off. And it wasn't until the last few years I've learned how to relax. Dude, the idea of just like finding a little island. It didn't have to be an island. Hell, it can be New York City.
Right.
You can disappear in New York City easy too.
Easy.
Just doing fuck all for a year. Now I'd get bored.
Me too.
I've always worked,
And I like people. I like to socialize too. But I do need an escape.
Well, you'd fly me in to see you on the island every once in a while.
What?
Here's what
we going the first. We taking the PJ. We out on the first weekend.
I want to know some splurging.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I think I've looked at houses on Zillow that I can't afford for years. Mm-hmm. So I think my sweet spot is I only need about $1.5 million to $2 million home. Mm-hmm. So I'll always have a truck. So I'll need me a big old country boy truck. I always like the Range Rover, and then I'll get wifey whatever she wants. But other than I'm not into jewelry. But it'll be a lot of travel because I'm not a well-traveled man. So most of my money is gonna be going to travel, because I just haven't traveled much. I've never been to Europe. There's so many. I could do a whole show on where I haven't been. So most of it would be better for me to get it at this point. If I got it at 30, I'd definitely go broke. So few cars. I love cars. So I'd have about 3 or 4 cars.
Yeah.
The $1 million home. That's about 7,000 square feet, 6,000 square feet probably. Mm-hmm. And just like you said, just F off. Mm-hmm. Just F off and just country hop and yacht hop.
Yeah. And you know what I would do after that time? Because at some point then I'd get a little bored. I would take money. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start from the beginning. I would buy the best Range Rover money can buy, like a Swing King. I fucking love Range Rovers.
I love those. Shout out to Ruben.
Because of that lady in there, I would build her an animal rescue farm. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I need to come up with a charity too.
That's like one of her passions.
Yeah.
Is to one day have land where she rescues animals. That woman loves animals more than any human being I've ever known.
Yeah, I want to do something with kids. Yeah, I want to do something with kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to give a bunch of money to some random charity and not know where the money goes. I want to have some type of kids foundation.
Yeah, I'd take Nina to Croatia and Alaska. Those are the 2 places she wants to go. She wants to go on an Alaskan cruise. And
I'm mad at it.
She's got this little town in northern Croatia where it's so close to the tip of the boot of Italy, you can take a ferry over to the Italian side.
Didn't know that.
Where Croatia and Italy meet. She wants to go somewhere in there. I can't even tell you the name of the town. Sounds like Luka Doncic or something. I would do that. And then I'd buy a little modest house. I have my house here, but I would buy a little home on the North Shore, probably in Hawaii, on Oahu.
Oh, of course.
Then I'd have a house to go to for them kids. And then I would take $1 million and I would spend it on in the building advertising. And
you want to steal pod?
You and I would relaunch after about a year if you wanted to, because I think you'd miss doing this.
I guess because then I could do it freely. Like, maybe I would need something.
I think it'd be fun. I'd blow us up with advertising money. Our asses would be on the. I'd be like Elmer, Elmer the plumber or whatever.
We'd be like Thomas J. Henry everywhere. Yeah, we'd be like we'd be everywhere like TG.
I'd buy a fucking Super Bowl ad for in the building if they'd let me.
I would too.
If the NFL would let me do it, I would do that.
Just to shit on folks. There's a couple people I want to shit on. So yeah, for sure.
Blow up. Yeah, same. I want to blow up as a podcast just because because we already have the money. I just want to because I'm just so passionate about this, and obviously I'm biased. I know for a fact if you and I got 1% of the fucking percent of promotion that like Spotify gives Amy Poehler, our show it lights up and it goes to where we want it to go. I know for a fact that would happen.
Yeah, and then I could get some money to live off of and not have to use my lottery money.
Yeah, then we're doing this for free. Or we're using our outlet to help folks. Whatever. We can do a charity podcast. Shit, I don't care.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Travel show. How badass we take the girls and we get a crew and we go do a travel show. I've always wanted to do a show where you go cover weird sports all over the world. Like we go to Saudi Arabia.
See, I'm down to do that. I'm down to relaunch and do something like that.
We go to Saudi Arabia and we cover like camel jockeying, like literally when they like play polo on the sand.
I've seen this one game where they take their shirts off and they run and jump and slap each other.
That's in India.
I'd go to that.
Yeah, Russian slap fighting would be cool too.
I'd do that too.
Some of the crazy ass sports and shit that people do around the world. You and I would produce a show.
Would you want to go run with the Bulls? Would you do it?
I wouldn't. Oh,
you are 66% white though, Mike. I thought you'd be down.
That is some white people shit. No, I wouldn't. I know. I like my life and I'm a father. That's what I'd do, man. I'd work. I'd take a year off because I'm good at chilling, but then eventually you need something.
Yeah, you do. I can't just, but again, a year off don't sound bad.
Yeah. So that's funny. You've told me before that you like to look at homes for sale that you can't.
That I can't. I do. It's a weird fetish of mine. I'm like, I don't really like the backyard. I had $33 in my account. I'm like, I don't really like that patio.
Yeah. 21 for Life says we should just have real horse and camel races on the podcast. Like we legit have camel races, like real camels.
I wouldn't even want a home. I want a ranch. I want a ranch.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we would too. I'd have some land.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want land. My neighbor has to drive to my house.
Mm-hmm. All right, I've not looked at houses in a while.
Well, make sure you check that ticket at 10 o'clock.
I bought it for last Wednesday.
It was last Wednesday.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, I bought it for Monday. It was last night. I didn't win shit. I took it to the store. I had the guy check it. I didn't win shit.
Okay, cool.
Son of a bitch. Unfortunate. When that day does come,
I know who I'm calling.
Call Jay Ribaldo.
Me too.
And you ain't got to be no lottery winner though, because I had this stat yesterday. Well, I stole this from Lending Tree. Lending Tree had this report. They're like the country's most popular realtor, like analysis company.
Yeah, analysis, right?
Yeah, they came out with a grid. January is the cheapest month of the year to buy a home. You know what the second cheapest month is on the calendar year? February. People don't buy homes in January and February, and so the prices tend to drop, which is why
interesting.
Swoop in. Now's the time. If you're looking to buy a home or you're looking to sell one, Jay Ribaldo should be your dude. That's our guy, and it should be yours too, the official real estate agent of In the Building, the Ribaldo Realty Group. You can go to the website, look at all of their different listings at ribaldo.com. You can call the office at 210-887-1081. Email the man, jribaldo@kw.com, or reach out to me I can personally get you in touch with Jay myself. I'll put you on a text thread, and y'all can have at it. And twice this last year, Jay sold houses and had the guy that bought the house and I called the guy, which was really cool. He didn't know that was going to happen. Where I did a surprise call to the family when, like, the day they moved into the house to congratulate them, people that bought houses that were our viewers.
Yeah.
It was super rewarding. I'll never forget that. Jay is such a good man, and he's a damn good real estate agent. It's Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate agent in the building. Jay Ribaldo. All right. Did we mention Jerry comparing himself to Trump and Venezuela the other night?
I sent y'all that video.
Yeah, did we not run that?
No, we didn't.
I'm just sitting here watching. I'm watching two playoff teams in a warm up. I got TV on here, and I hate that I hate that I'm, like I said the other day, thank God the Cowboys are done. I don't have to watch their ass anymore till next season. But it's still it's still a hate that my team is them.
Right.
I hate that my team is them. I guess I saw this late, but I saw it this morning. Jerry Jones was asked, while sitting right next to Brian Schottenheimer, is Schottenheimer going to hire his own defensive?
Clarence asked him. Clarence got big balls.
Yeah. Are you, and with them both sitting there, are you going to let Schottenheimer hire his own DC? Jerry don't give a shit if Schotty's next to him. Why? I don't remember the quote, but it was something like, "Hey, Trump, how Trump took over Venezuela." Yeah.
I'm calling the shots.
I call the shots. The Cowboys.
And Steven just laughed.
And I just felt like, and it's so funny. And that fucking asshole has no idea what a beautiful analogy that is for Cowboys fans. Doesn't it feel like we've been invaded by this family? We're being held hostage by them. The Dallas Cowboys football organization, it feels like a 30-plus year invasion of our football team.
It's bad.
And it's not fun, and it sucks.
There
ain't no Costco for Cowboys fans. Trump wants to build Costco's down there and turn them into Americans. Bouquet's grandkids will be going to Venezuela on vacation. It'll be the go-to destination. You're going to turn that thing into Dubai. But no, for real, I feel like there's been an invasion.
Yeah.
Of course he would compare himself to Trump invading Venezuela. You just called yourself an occupier of my football team.
But if you take that job, speaking of Shotty, you know what comes with it. You don't have no say so.
I've never felt sorry for Shotty. I didn't feel sorry for McCarthy or Garrett or Wade or any of them other slappies. You sign up with them, I don't want to hear you bitching about nothing. You signed up for that shit. That's what you get. And on that note, go Houston Texans. I hope they beat the Steelers.
Go Texans, baby.
Thank you to Olympus Solar, our other sponsor of this show. My boys at Olympus Solar. So you need to go up and see a job soon, Rudy. I'm going to be in touch with you about that tomorrow.
You need to go see a job, and you also need to get signed up before this, because, again, winter is about gone.
I know.
So it's about time to go ahead and, see what type of deals Olympus can work out for you on that solar.
All right. Matter of fact, anyone that calls David over to Olympus Solar, and y'all are one of our people,
mention in the building.
We will come to your house when you get your solar put on and drink beer with you.
Absolutely.
Seriously, an open invitation to come and have a 1 hour. We can watch the football game. We can do whatever. We can sit in the backyard. Rudy and I will come help you break in your new solar job at your house on the day you get it put in, or whenever your wife says you can. It is Olympus Solar, the official solar company of In the Building. And boys, I'm going to let y'all go for the evening because I got to watch Landman.
Yeah, I'm all caught up. I'm looking forward to the episode.
Baby, this ring light already makes my face red enough. Hey, I think I got sunburned from the ring light.
Yeah, I bet.
Cheeks hurt.
I bet you want to hurt some cheeks.
Penis is hard, though.
Jesus.
I'm going to let y'all go.
Let's get out of here.
I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody that participated in this one. Can't do it without me and Rudy and Bouquet. Can't do it without the viewers. Can't do it without the sponsors. It's all 33% of this pie. Without 133%, the whole damn pie is gone. Thanks, everybody. We're back tomorrow. I think it's a 5 o'clock start, is it not?
Yes.
All right. 5 p.m. Mañana in the building. Love y'all hard.
Go Texans.
See y'all tomorrow.
We got to keep on doing. You can